Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to quite possibly the most important video that has ever been documented on this YouTube channel. I want to thank you for joining us, as today we are going to be embarking on a new adventure. We are going to be breaking down the TikTok Rizz party. We're going to do a full breakdown and analysis of all the players here, everything going on. We're going to get strictly to the bottom of this. Now, I know that you've seen a few breakdowns already, but I really want to get deep into this. I really want to know what's going on, and I want to bring it to light. Obviously, this has taken the world by storm, so we must do these great warriors justice. The participants at the TikTok Rizz party, surely to go down in history. Today, though, we shall break down their stories and give you all a full analysis on the TikTok Rizz party. My name is Feels Like D-Boss, and if at any point in this video you enjoy what you see, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. Let's have a look at the TikTok Rizz party. Now, I immediately want to have a pause here because I want to take a shout out to Dwayne Rockins here. This is the guy whose video I'm watching. He does a very good job at highlighting the Rizz party leader. And now I want to get immediately into all the pieces on the board, because the Rizz leader is going to come back multiple times throughout the story. And without even realizing it at this moment in time, he's done something very crucial. So unfortunately for this youngster over here, he is always left wanting more from the Rizz party leader, but he just does not ever get the time of day from the Rizz party leader. And neither does this man over here, who you can call a clone of the leader here. He's not really got much of a purpose thus far, as from what I'm concerned, other than the fact that he desperately wants to be the Rizz party leader. And you're going to see why the Rizz party leader is so desirable to have that role amongst these young gentlemen here. White shirt kid, you know, he's obviously got a taste being the right-hand man, but Outcast and Clone, they definitely want a big piece of the pie. And unfortunately, Rizz party leader's here, and he's not going to give him a piece of that. Mustache Man, you know, he works his way in every now and then. But ladies and gentlemen, we're finally introduced to a huge player in the story. And there he is. Turkish Quandale Dingle has finally revealed himself. Now, you thought he was never here. You may have thought he was never here, but if you take a look... Oh, there he is. The Rizz party leaders. Rizz is far too fierce that at this present time, and that's why he's such a force to be reckoned with. At this point in time, he is blocking out Quandale Dingle's advances. Turkish Quandale Dingle, forgive me. It is very disrespectful to forget the Turkish part. I'm actually glad I messed it up there, because that's a good learning lesson for everyone on the docket right now. Do not, I repeat, not ever call him Quandale Dingle. That is Turkish Quandale Dingle. And we're going to get into him later on, because it turns out he plays a much bigger role in this entire party. So we're going to try and get on with this clip here. As you can see, the last man to be addressed here is Mustache Man. And you can tell he just wants it all. He wants all the attention from the Rizz party leader. And he is doing better than any of these folks over here at getting his way in towards, you know, his inner circle here. As you know, it's quite thin. It's quite thin. We don't know if Turkish Quandale Dingle is a part of it. I almost did it again. Never do that. We're not sure if Turkish Quandale Dingle is a part of it right now at this point in time, but White Shirt Kid definitely is. He's the right-hand man, and you already know that Outcast and Clone are desperate to get inside. So Mustache Man is in a pretty good position right now. He's got his hands on the Rizz party leader. I'm sure the females in the back have noticed, and we're gonna take it to the next step here, because this is just Act 1. There are many acts to the Rizz party, and we are about to get into all of it right here. So as you can see, he's incredibly excited to be right with the Rizz party leader. He's holding most of them back. He's still holding this guy back, but the fact that he's able to still get his arms around him, that's a big one-up for this guy. And I'm sure that's going to be taken notice by all the women in the back. And now we can move on. Here's Phase 2, Act 2. The females finally make their advances. Now, as you know, there's always got to be an end goal. There's always got to be a reason for everything you're doing here. Here is your reasons. Oh, excuse me. Of course, we can see White Shirt Kid. He has already made his way in. Being the right-hand man of the Rizz party leader, of course, he knows it comes with his perks. You will find him around the females. And they are getting fired up, of course. Now, it's hard to make it out, but of course, I believe that might be Turkish Quandale Dingle right there. I think the Rizz party leader could be off over here. Another hanger-on over here. Of course, the women, they all flock to the most the most popular of the bunch. And at the TikTok Rizz party, it just happens to be the leader in his group, his lackeys, and Turkish Quandale Dingle. Now, as you can see, the women are getting fired up, and it looks like they may have actually gotten this whole situation started here. Because as we get into our next clip here, we're going to see from a better angle where the boys are positioned here. There's Turkish Quandale Dingle. Now, this is very important. Very important what you've just witnessed right here, because it has completely changed the tide of how we look at this entire situation. I want to take you back just a moment. Have a look at this. Turkish Quandale Dingle is front and center with the Rizz party leader. So at this moment in time, we could be led to believe that at this moment in time that there is no current Rizz party leader. The boys are just hanging out. There may be an establishment between Turkish Quandale Dingle and the Rizz party leader, but after this move right here that he pulls, I think this is why the boys all end up looking at him. But, you know, they're already looking at him, but this is just the outcast and the clone. They're already going to be looking at him. So I think he might already be the Rizz party leader, but still, what he does is treacherous because he knows that there's someone else moving in on his ground. Yeah, see, look, he just completely cuts him off. He just completely cut, and I'm sure Dwayne notices as well. He's completely cut Turkish Quandale Dingle off from the camera. White Shirt knows it. He's not going to give it to Turkish Quandale Dingle any looks. He's going to actually try and block him off here alongside Mustache Man, and that's exactly why he has been picked to represent him on the left here. So it could just be because of his side. I don't think Outcast has the strength to take down Turkish Quandale Dingle. He's a very extensive domain expansion user, I heard. From some guy on Twitter. And it's right here where the TikTok Rizz party leader sets the tone for the whole party. He starts firing at the boys. He makes sure he's up front, and then he makes sure to get the hands out to let everybody know what the status is for this party from here on out. And that lets you get into phase 3. Act 3, everyone. Let's move on. Now, at this moment in time, the Rizz party leader has finally acknowledged Turkish Quandale Dingle's advances. There's nothing White Shirt can unfortunately do about this. The Outcast has just found his way over to the Rizz party leader, and he's just thankful for that. As you can see, the ladies are starting to flock. Look at the moves from the TikTok Rizz party leader, though. He's not here for no reason. But Turkish Quandale Dingle, look at the moves. The tongue out Rizz is far too... It's far too dangerous right now. And at this point now, the TikTok Rizz party leader has to concede leadership, and him and Turkish Quandale Dingle from the rest of the night here will continue on. Now, before we move on, we have to take a moment to appreciate the absolute monster techniques both of these men have. Take a look. There it is. Did you notice the leg work from the TikTok Rizz party? And I'm sure, as you've all noticed, he busts out. And I didn't think they taught this stuff anymore. But of course, naturally, the TikTok Rizz party know. The TikTok Rizz party leader knows about a technique such as that one friend who won't leave, and it's 2 a.m., the party's over, and all the coke is gone. How dare he know that move? The only problem is Turkish Quandale Dingle has already alerted him that, oh, no. Excuse me. No. You think that's a special maneuver? They taught me back in the day. Now here he's got the, hold on. Here he's got a quick, oh, now. Now if we take a look, he's beginning to start asserting his dominance, and the females are already aware. They're looking their way. They've got mouths agape. They already understand the treachery that Turkish Quandale Dingle can betroth upon somebody. And here it comes. He's got the quick greasy step in there. He throws it back at him. Quick little body. And then he hits him with it. And that might even be a little better than the TikTok Rizz party's maneuvers. Now, I believe what happened here is that back away. Now, he hits. Now, ready? I think this might be an activation technique. Because he starts doing the friend at 2 a.m. who won't leave and the party's over and coked up. And then he starts the shirt rub. But we've never seen something like this before. Because then he immediately gets back into the friend at 2 a.m. and then he does a shimmy backwards. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've just witnessed is the Turkish Quandale Dingle domain expansion. Now, unfortunately, it's not here on camera because it's in a domain expansion. We don't get to see it. But obviously, whatever happened in there brought the TikTok Rizz party leader back to his senses. And here they are again, conceding conceding the rivalry. And at the start of this new phase, they're going to go into it as co-leaders of the TikTok Rizz Party group here. So here comes the romance arc, phase 4, and the group leader over here, he absolutely knows he's in control of situations like this. Unfortunately for Turkish Quandale Dingle, he just can't seem to get the ball rolling with the females. It's reminiscent of a group of walruses and seals on the beach. And there's always that one alpha walrus, and he's got like 8 bitches sleeping with him. That's the group leader right here. And unfortunately, there's just nothing Quandale Dingle can do about it. Turkish Quandale Dingle. Never forget it. But now you can see the absolute animosity of the power that is the group leader. It's clear that his range is long. He goes far out. He's got all the women in very, very scantily clad looking dresses flocking towards him, singing his favorite music. This is exactly what you want from being a group leader. Now everyone, we're coming to the end of the breakdown of the TikTok Rizz Party. After this goofball over here finishes this, we can now finally see the final phase, the denial arc. The boys have the women surrounded, but they are showing them no sense of attention. Even the TikTok Rizz Party group leader is having trouble making advances. In the end, he ends up getting through. And Turkish Quandale Dingle's going to have to fend for himself in the back. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. That is the TikTok Rizz Party. A whole lot of arcs, whole lot of breakdowns to do there. It started with the TikTok Rizz Party group leader being treacherous, denying Turkish Quandale Dingle the rights of being heard. And then it spirals down into an epic battle of epic proportions between the both of them. And then it ends in, women denying men. Good men. Rightful men. Earning men. Anyways, that's going to be it for the TikTok Rizz Party breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this. I sure as fuck know they did. Turkish Quandale Dingle in the back, of course. And that's going to be it. Is he the Rizz Party leader confirmed? I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, please feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, please have yourselves a damn good one. And make sure to hit up the Rizz Party.